we are doing Ashes of Brushes. Brushes of Death, even. Ashes of Brushes. Here we go. About to start another mission. I'd like to know about your past.
I'd really like to know about your past. After Burkhardt, the Basilisks, and Bellissimo,
Well, he's not
I'm
telling
a bit
me
worried
nothing.
what else could be in store for me.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry you feel that way. And you're
Welcome,
right.
people. Welcome, welcome.
You've done so much for me.
Yeah, I have.
You deserve some real answers.
Yeah, I do.
Go on then.
It's just that
He's not going to give me nothing.
you have to understand there are things I haven't spoken
How you
to
doing,
Arthur
Alex?
about in
Welcome,
quite some
welcome.
time. And some I've never spoken about.
Are you on the
But I have an
Trotsky
idea.
quest? We are... Oh, say
To
nothing.
the
I'm not going to
northeast
give
of
this guy
Malashov,
anything.
among the trees.
This is
a
the
small,
DLC, so
abandoned
this is the one
dugout.
after
It's not hard to find.
You're the Devil
It's close
thing.
to the road. Go there.
If that means
Take a
anything
good
to
look
you.
around. When you're finished, come back, and we can talk about what you saw.
What
So-
did it say?
You're sending me on another errand.
No,
Shock.
I just want you to see some things before we talk about them. It will be easier for me that way.
That sounds ominous. You could at least buy me a drink first.
All right, I'll go there. But if there's another odd surprise waiting for me there, I'll show you.
Is he going to get Henry killed or something? Man's problem. Alright, come on. Right. Let's get... Yeah, we have this armor now. For better or for worse. With the erected snout. What is the game called? It's called Kingdom Come Deliverance. Medieval RPG game. Not long been out. Been out for a couple months and they've just dropped a DLC. We're just playing the DLC now. We've done the main story. If you want to get a feel for it, you can go over to YouTube, Oding_Azazel, and you can watch it from the first stream. I cut them all down and cut them all back. We're just going to continue because we've seen enough dead bodies. Yeah, they're never like a big thing.
Is this where Voyta wanted me to go? But there's someone living here. Well, I suppose I'll ask if he knows anything.
This is sussy, innit?
Hey, what are you looking at?
You!
Get out of here, or I'll show you.
No, man, I was
Easy.
provoking.
I don't want any trouble. I just wanted to ask you something.
Well, I ain't gonna answer. I'll beat you like a dog.
Me and Jake seem
I'll
slowly...
kill you.
Whoa!
Enough already. Easy, man. You won. I just wanted to ask you a few things.
Ask me what?
Why did you attack me?
I don't want nobody here. People are nothing but problems and pain.
Yeah, me and
What do
Jake
you mean?
seem to go live at the same time often, don't we? I find 8 p.m.'s
Don't
good
look,
because I can
Liberal.
hit the Americans under the UK
don't look.
before the UK
What?
goes bed.
Who's
Couple
liberal?
hours streams.
What are you talking about?
Wolves! Get away from him, you beasts! Livor! Livor, get up and get the shovel! We can't just leave him here like this.
Leave who?
Mad.
Damn it, man. What are you babbling about?
Is it you? My friend! I can hardly recognize you.
Wait, do we know each other?
How long has it been? A year? 2? Do you still talk to Voyta?
Voyta? The painter?
Fuck, how's
know
it
him?
going?
No,
Is this game worth
it's not
playing? Yeah, it
possible.
is.
Voyta
But
is
get
dead.
number 1 first because you
Can't
get number
talk to
1
nobody
cheap
now.
on Game Pass.
All we had to do was follow the damn train.
CJ.
Voyta is alive and well. He's the one who sent me.
Thanks for the follow.
Don't know how
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
tell
Play
you, but
number 1
Voyta,
first because it'd be cheap. Number 1's combat's
They
really
killed him.
hard, but this is going to be
I see.
game of the year, no doubt.
So,
but
who
the
killed him?
dialogue is heavy. Be prepared for that.
Burkhardt.
Burkhardt?
They left him in the forest,
Should you, Lane?
broken, and then the wolves found him. Where am I? Who are you?
Oh, these guys.
Wait,
Gone.
are you talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to?
Well, before you were... it doesn't matter. My name is Henry. Voyta sent me here. Do you know him?
Aye, of course. You're here for the sword, aren't you?
What? What sword?
This one,
None
of
of this
course.
is making sense to me at the
Broken,
moment. Welcome
I
to
know,
the
but
stream.
Maybe it could
Hit
be
that
fixed.
screen, get some hearts in.
Here, take it. And tell him I reckon I'll never be a real knight.
Love this game, Vikings fan. Good old boy. Good old boy. No, keep it. Very well, I'll take it. Why do
Wait,
you want this sword?
why don't you want the sword?
All it does is make me all confused. Besides, it suits you a lot better. Please,
Weird.
take it.
Now he's normal.
Very well. I'll take it. Maybe it really could be reforged with a bit of elbow grease.
Yeah, I'll reforge it.
I suppose I'll take a look around then.
What was that? What was the name of the sword?
This doesn't seem particularly healthy.
Right, let's have a look. Still food. Matt, how's it going? Where did I get that helmet? It's in the
Dugout itself
DLC,
looks
man.
rather ordinary.
You get it after the Devil's
Maybe there'll be
mission.
something interesting inside.
It was the last stream that I got it, so you can always go over to YouTube, Odin_Azazel, and check that mission out.
All right, this is a bit
Also-
odd. I reckon it wasn't here 20 years ago.
Right. What else we got? I need to play the DLC ASAP. Yeah, man. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can paint your shields and everything as well. But yeah, we're looking deadly. Look. It looks a bit silly, but at least it's something different. I suppose. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Oh.
This must have been a nice wagon. Now it looks like someone dropped it off a cliff.
Let's try and maybe reforge the sword before we go back to Voice Girl, whatever his name is. See if we can make something new. You got any followers? Hit the share button.
God give you help, sir.
I can't English today. English be really hard today. Okay. Saber, Madman's broken sword. Here we are. This got to be it, isn't it? The sword belonging to the madman from the dugout. That yeah. This is it. This is it. We'll make this sword to see if it makes us mad too. Lovely. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Madman's sword. How we doing, people? Drop in chat if you're lurking. Just to say hi, even if you still want to lurk. Hey. Hiya. What? Yeah.
I went to the dugout you mentioned.
And? What did you see?
The place is a wreck. There was a ruined wagon.
Well, it wasn't as abandoned as you said it was. There's some sort of madman living there.
What? A madman? That's strange. Unless... No, that's impossible. Did you talk to him? What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just lunged at me and tried to kill me. Eventually he calmed down, but then he started spouting nonsense. Like he didn't even notice I was there. He gave me a broken sword.
There,
so I
good job
reforged
we
it for him.
reforged that.
Really? Show me. Let's see what kind of an artist you are.
I'm the best, mate. I'm a master crafter.
What I meant to say is... That's a
Cool.
fine-looking sword. Do you know what the inscription on the blade says? It means, I confess to God Almighty.
Confess to what?
It's the beginning of a penitent prayer. Whoever wields this blade should be well aware of his sins and repent for every soul he sends to kingdom come.
That's me.
Forgive me. What did you
200
say the
hurt?
man's name was?
He didn't
It's
tell me
happened,
his name.
people.
Well, he didn't tell me much overall, but he mentioned you, someone called Libor, and Burkhardt. He said Burkhardt killed you. That Voyta is dead.
And now you're worried you've been talking to a dead man this whole time, eh? Really? Sounds like a coincidence. I'm sure Burkhardt has killed many Voytas.
That's a bit too many coincidences for my taste. Are you sure you don't have something to tell me? Go on. You know you can trust me.
You see, that dugout, we always used to meet up there, me and my two friends. Libor, who it seems you've met, and Voyta.
Right. So he thinks he's dead. You're not Voyta.
Wait, so you're
Charlie,
not
how's
Voyta?
it going?
I am, but I
What
wasn't
helmet
always.
is that? It looks so cool.
I only started
it's
calling
a
myself
devil's
that
helmet. You
after
get it on a mission on the
Voyta
DLC.
died.
So what's your
Where you
real
have to
name?
scare somebody.
told
So
you.
this artist makes it for you.
Voiticus ex Aridus.
You said it's the same thing, just in Latin. Besides, you're Czech as can be.
Very well.
Give us Battlefront.
Originally,
I think
it
I've got
was,
Battlefront
I
on
don't seem
Origin,
to recall.
To be fair.
My God. I
I
haven't
just don't
used
play
my
a lot
name
of
in
shooting
so
games
long,
because
I
I
can't remember it anymore.
like
And
FPS
this
shooters online because
real
I'm
Voyta,
do a control pad, so
he
I'm
was
at a
your friend,
disadvantage.
right?
I mainly do like
Though I
story-driven
wasn't much of a good
games.
friend to
like
him.
Last of Us is coming next.
Everything that happened
Then probably Days Gone.
was
after
my
that.
fault. They killed him because of me.
Rick, this is a lot of conversation.
So you knew Libor lives in the dugout? That's why you sent me there?
No, I really thought it was
Shame. I'm
abandoned.
gonna get a haircut
The last
tomorrow.
I heard of Libor was that he ran away from home. I thought I'd never see him
Might
again.
get a few drinks
and
in for tomorrow's
I
stream
can't say
chat.
that
Let's
bothered
bring
me.
you down to me as
After
well.
they
because
killed
you're a bit,
Voyta,
you're a
I
bit upwards, isn't you? There we are.
couldn't look him in the eye.
What did you want me to see in the dugout?
Nothing specific, just the place itself. I used to spend time there with my friends when we were lads. We liked it there. And deaf Ludwig let us play there as much as we wanted. I spent whole days up on
That
the
was
roof,
clearly a long time
just
ago.
admiring the surroundings.
Am I the right volume
drawing.
level for you guys? Am I too
That is
loud?
until
Am I
I
too
fell through
quiet?
it.
About
So
right?
you weren't going to tell me about Libor
Thumbs
and
up if it's
Voyta?
about right.
I wanted to, but I didn't even know how to
YouTube,
start.
you don't count because
I
it's
suppose I
perfect
was
on YouTube.
hoping
I can
if you see the
volume
place,
level.
it would help me somehow. And in the end, it
I
did.
just can't see my volume level on the tickets.
Why do you blame yourself for Voita's death?
Because it was my fault. If I had been there
Well,
for him
go,
when
we
he
got a
needed
share.
me, I may as well
Legend.
have chased him into Burkhard's grasp
Thanks
myself.
for the share, dude.
What do you mean?
Well, just like in the Trotsky region, Burkhard gathered a band of lads around
Drop in
him,
chat if the volume's
and
the right
Voyta
level.
was one of them. And
Give me a thumbs up.
me and Libor didn't like
Because
it.
sometimes when I'm speaking and
So
they're
we tried to
speaking in the
convince him to
background, people
stop.
say that they can't
Only
hear me very
Burkhard
well.
found out, and he made an example out of Voyta for anyone who'd think to betray him.
What does the sword have to do with all this?
A long time ago, Voyta gave it to
Thanks for
Libor.
the hearts, legends.
He liked playing the knight, you see. Foolish, I know. But you should have seen how happy he was when Voyta got it for him. God knows where. But how it got to be broken, I couldn't say.
Not going to break
So
now.
the thing
I
with
forged it
Burkhard was
properly.
purely revenge.
You could say that. I'd been fighting it for so long. But when I found out at Trotsky he was nearby, I couldn't hold back any longer.
That's enough for now. We can come back to it later.
To tell you the truth, since we got all the way here, I have another favor to ask. Another one, I know.
What
Go
is
on
it?
then. What is it?
You see,
I
I'd be
might
truly
paint a
grateful
shield
if
as well.
you could visit Voyta's grave and say a prayer for him.
Let's do it.
I reckon nobody's done that in years.
How
I
you
know I
doing,
haven't.
Mouse? I never can pronounce this, can I? Mouse? 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 Yeah, I'm going to stick with Mouse. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. we're doing all right. We've not been streaming very long, so you come in at a good time. Look at all this side
Where
dialogue.
can I find
though.
the grave?
Jeez.
Unfortunately, it's not exactly close. It's not even consecrated. Me and Libor had to
I might skip
bury
some
him
of this dialogue.
ourselves.
That must have been really hard.
It
Yeah,
was.
look at my little
but
flappy
that was
bit.
so long ago
With
now.
my helmet.
You know, we really do have a lot in common. I
It looks better when the
buried my
helmet's down.
parents, and you.
And you never stop thinking about it, even
You
once
got
you make
killed,
your
did
peace
you,
with
in the
it.
game?
Wait.
Well, yeah, you at
You
the
still haven't
start of
told
the
me where
game,
the
or
grave is.
you're on the DLC part.
Right. How can I... When we were lads, we found this tree near Messalis. It had 3 trunks. There was 3 of us.
You check
You know
out my
me.
last short.
I thought it was a
You'll
sign.
see how crazy it was on
And
the
that's
last
where we
level.
buried Voyta.
So
A
many
tree with
enemies.
3 trunks near Messalis. I'll be searching for that for a month.
If you
I need
check it
some
out,
better
make sure you
directions,
watch the whole
Voyta.
thing. Give it a like
Wait.
as well, because the algorithm.
Should I even call you that anymore?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer if you did. Most people call me Voyta, so you'd look like a madman calling me anything else.
Like what 1v1 to train. You can do some 1v1s in as
So
you're
that's how
going
you
through.
introduce
There's some
yourself to others,
characters you can
too?
do 1v1
Not
on
just me.
to get your skills
Indeed.
up.
I suppose you might want to ask why. But I don't
You're
have a
on
satisfying
number 1.
answer
Number
for
1's
you.
really hard. Number
Just
1's
so
so
that-
freaking hard. The combat's so much easier.
So
number
that
2.
his legacy lives on.
Do I sound
every
alright, by
work
the
I
way, with the
create.
game in the background?
Why don't you
Thumbs
put the
up if I
brushes
do.
down and come with me?
All the way there?
Sometimes
No,
it's hard
I'm
to get
afraid
the right
not.
sound level.
At least not now. To be perfectly honest, one of the reasons I'm
can
sending
see
you
in my
there is so
OBS
you
on
can
YouTube,
tell
it's
me how
perfect.
it looks before I work up the courage
Good,
to
good.
go there myself.
Sometimes I feel like I'm a bit loud when I play it back.
Is there anything specific you want me to mention?
I don't want to
in the
blast your
prayer?
ears off.
Please pray for his soul. He may have done some bad things.
Yeah, the
but
counters and the strikes in number
Even
1.
so,
I was not good at
he
it.
was one of the
Here
best
I'm a
people I
master. You
knew.
should see the last short. I
And
was
that-
like,
I hope he
like 100 of them.
just use your best judgment. I'm not sure what I'd say myself.
I don't know how people have beards.
Maybe that's
man.
why I haven't been
I've
there
got
in
this
so
much and
long.
it's itching me.
Wait, we were talking about the grave. Where can I find it? Tell me exactly.
How would I
50 quid.
describe it?
Harry Boss.
When you get to the centre of Messalis,
Well, hello,
and
beauty.
follow the
Is it
stream
Harry?
towards Shramek's barn. Then, hold on, I'm
50
trying to
quid
make
for
a
the 2
mental
on
picture of the
PC.
surroundings.
That's not bad though, is it? With current state of games.
It was
So
somewhere
with,
past
with games being like
Shramek's
60, 70
pen,
quid. And
behind
they're
his
doing 3
barn.
DLCs as well.
Just follow the cow pen all the way back towards the forest. And once you're past it, take a sharp left. Wait, no, right. And then all the way to the forest.
Yeah, the
then
only
you'll see
problem
the
with
tree.
maces,
Is that as
they
specific as you can
slow,
get?
Aren't they?
I'm
They're
afraid
slow and they
so.
get rid of your stamina.
I haven't
real
been
quick.
there in over 20 years.
I like to fight with short swords and shield. Only way I really
You
know
think
how.
Libor goes there?
I reckon you
It
know
gets
more about
easier
what
as you
Libor
skill
has
up.
been doing these past 20 years than I do.
But in this one, you can like speak to
Wouldn't you like to go and
grandmasters
see
and
him
like
and
get your
talk to
skill
him?
up and read
No.
books and stuff.
I'm glad he's alive.
Really helps.
But I can't imagine going to see him. Or what I would tell
The
him.
show ruins it.
Maybe when I'm not so busy.
All right,
The show?
let's leave it be then.
What show, Harry?
All right, I'll go there.
Oh, thank God! Jesus, I thought I was turning into a cancelling session or something. All the way over here. No. I'll go here. Do, 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 do. I need to equip myself with one of these. It's dark still though. Hardly see anything. Humans! They've made it harder after the update as well. He's got good armor, he has. Oh. Come on, big boy!
This no cool back.
Gone, mate. You are gone. Sucks to be you. I'm not picking up any of the armor anymore because I don't need it no more. Because I'm so endgame. I'm like, got too much money. Well, I'm disappointed that this sword doesn't make Henry have voices in his head and shit. Like it did that other guy. Shall we see what the mission says? Because I'm going blind at the moment. What's this? Oh shit. What that? Didn't you say like 20? Yeah, man, 20, 200. What's the difference? You check the short out, there was that, and then there was another horde after as well.
I hope this is Shramek's barn.
Here we go.
Because there's nobody to this must be the fence. There's not a cow in sight. Now to get
Crazy,
to the
I
other
don't
side.
know how many there were,
Up there
but
by
they
the
just
woods.
kept coming. It was like a zombie apocalypse. Right, I should be able to find the grave. Oh, it's a grave. Follow the stream to the barn. Right, I'm at the barn. Then past the barn, across the cow pen. Right, so I go out the back to the cow pen. All the way to the other side, where the forest begins. Then take a sharp right. Fuck me. Right to the fence. It should be along the edge of the forest. See, that's the cow's pen. My think is all the way to the forest. Okay. You need to go to sleep. Alright, dude. Catch you in
where
the
the
next
fence
stream. I'll
ends.
probably be streaming
We're
tomorrow.
supposed to take a hard right here.
Right, a hard
If
right.
Voyta didn't mix up his directions, that is.
Hard right, people. Just follow this. I should be golden. I'm going to try. Dude.
Oh, this must be the tree. The grave must be somewhere nearby.
Okay. I'm making a fuss, but I'm cracking it. I'm on it, man.
My God. It's
Anyway.
clear nobody has been here in years. It looks
Beautiful.
terrible. If I really want to honor Voyta's memory, I should clean the place up first. Pull the weeds, clear the debris, and clean the gravestone.
Alright, dude. Let's do that. Beautiful. And he's supposed to be like one of the best aimers, and he gives you his hat.
Heavenly Father,
That took me so long to do that mission, if that's the mission you're on about.
I know no one's been here in a while, but please see that Voyta's soul rests in peace.
Um,
And please help the painter, whatever his name may be. Whatever he did, he surely regrets it. Only you know what happened back then. But surely it wasn't so bad Voyta's
Dusty
soul
man.
wouldn't deserve redemption. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
over 1,000 hearts. Start digging.
I shouldn't do that.
Why?
I just prayed here.
But
If I do this, I'll surely go to hell. R, V, and L. Ooh. If V stands for Voyta and L for Libor, that means...
Ah. R, V, and L. So his name begins with R.
Shouldn't tell Voyta about this.
No, I should not.
It looks like this skeleton is missing its skull.
That's the skull that he's got. That's the skull that he's got, man. Sick bastard. Right, there's nothing else in this grave. I'm kind of stuck in it as well, to be fair. Interesting. Is there anything else? There's going to be clues around anywhere. Nothing. That's fine. Let's go. Let's go. We've got enough information for him. I'm glad I digged that grave, though. That's quick thinking on my behalf. Nah. He's a unit. He'll be alright.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hello, John John. How you doing? How you doing, my lover? Beautiful.
I visited Voyta's grave. It was in a rough state, all overgrown and unkempt. But I tidied it up and said a prayer for his soul.
And then I
Thank
dug it
you,
up.
Henry.
And then I dug it up.
And
I'm glad
did you
you're good.
mention me as well?
Yes,
Yeah, I did.
I pray for you as well.
Thank you very much. I feel terrible for not going myself.
You
But I
beheaded
promise
him.
I'll visit
And you've
when the
taken
right
his
time
skull.
comes.
I noticed there were some initials carved into the tree. Was that the three of you's doing?
Carved initials?
That's it.
Right. I completely forgot. What initials were there?
R, V, and L. I assume V stands for Voyta and L for Libor. So R must be the first letter of your true name?
I suppose that makes sense.
He's so...
So your real name is...
After all this time, I really can't remember. Strange how someone can forget something like that.
You've got to be joking.
Just try using someone else's name for decades. I'll see if you still remember you used to be Henry.
I tried to give it...
Wait. How about Robert? Radan? Rupert? Or maybe Raphael?
Raphael.
Raphael.
That would be a good name for a painter. But I'm afraid I'll disappoint you. I really don't know.
Radek? Radomir? Radislav?
I don't know, Henry, really. To tell you the truth, I don't even want to remember.
Yeah, it's the
Richard?
DLC. The one won't come out first.
No? Ah, yeah.
Ah, yo.
All right.
Garvik.
Let's just forget about the letters.
No, I want to know his name.
Tell me more about Voyta and Libor.
Nothing but
I
bad
wouldn't
memories come to
recommend
mind.
skipping the first
We
game.
used to spend a
because
lot of
that's
time
where
together.
you get a lot of the foundation for the second
But as
game.
we got older,
Where
it all
where
started
you
to
met
fall
Hans,
apart. I
what his
devoted
mission
myself
is,
more and
because his
more to my
parents got
painting.
killed,
And Libor,
and then he goes by
a
the
son of a
humans,
bailiff,
and then he goes on
dealt
like
with
a
his
big
father.
revenge mission.
Wait, Libor is the son of a bailiff?
aye, but it doesn't matter much these days.
First game's good as well.
His mother died shortly after he disappeared, and his father,
Between
All
ones,
All we
where
had
he
to
would
do
have
was
to be-
follow the damn train, CJ.
follow that damn train,
Did
CJ.
Libor know you paint?
You'd be busy for
He
hours.
only shrugged his shoulders when I mentioned a painter.
to tell the truth, I never discussed it much with him. I'd shown Voyta some sketches, but Libor, All he
Just
cared about
making
were
sure they
girls.
weren't the same
Oh,
person who
and swords.
unsubscribed and subscribed again.
He grew up at Rat House, so he saw soldiers and
Working,
knights
working.
differently than us.
Get tapping on that screen,
paupers.
people. Get them lights in. Get those shares in if you got any
What
follows.
about Voyta? What was he like?
He didn't have anyone besides us. And then Burkhard showed up.
Thanks for the
Voyta was
hearts.
never a saint.
We're at 1,200.
Sometimes he stole food, got in scraps here and there.
If any of you guys
Burkhard
want to catch up
changed
on
him
this game, you
completely.
can go over to YouTube.
Suddenly he didn't have time for
Odin_Hazel,
us.
and, you
And when
can
we
catch
did
it
meet
from
up,
Stream 1. And I
he was
cut
always
out all the
telling us how he
nonsense
robbed
after
some
the
traveller
stream, so I
here or
edit them
beat up
down so you
some
get all
old
the
woman
story and the
there.
best bits. Let's get a like, Spike. Listen to this intelligent man right there. Thank you for the share, legend.
But I still don't see how this is your fault.
I envy you then. You see, Voyta wanted to spend time with us.
Sometimes I've got to
He was
watch
always
my own
inviting
streams
us
back
somewhere,
after because I
but
don't get any
we,
of the story.
or I, rather,
I spent too much
would
time
hear none of
talking.
it. All I cared about was my painting. And Voyta was just wasting my time. We got in an awful argument over it once. We were both drunk then.
I
Voyta
might get
on
some drinks in for
schnapps,
tomorrow.
and me
Rum or
on my
cider.
pride.
Probably some ciders, to be fair.
How did the argument end?
I don't recall what all was said. You know how it is. You get in an argument with someone, and the next day you can't remember what you said.
He's a murderer, isn't he?
I do remember one thing, though. I said, there's no room in my life for dirty, drunken thieves who blow smoke up Burkhard's arse. The next day I regretted it. So me and Libor decided to get rid of Burkhard. We wanted to tell Libor's pa about it. But before that, we went to talk to Voyta, of course.
Okay.
We told him to pack up his things in Burkhard's camp and meet us at the
Welcome to
tree.
the stream.
But, well, when we got to him,
Another cancelling
he was
session,
just
isn't it?
lying there.
I feel like I'm in therapy.
We had to chase off the wolves that were, well, Voyta was in an awful state. Beaten to death
Went
with a
gym
helmet.
today, and the first time in ages. I need to go more.
We chased off the wolves, but
Best
Libor
counsellors
was
say
inconsolable and wouldn't stop crying. So I sent him to the village to get a shovel. While he was gone, I realized Voyta was still breathing. He was in awful shape. He couldn't talk or move. Lord have mercy on me.
And you chopped his head off.
When Libor returned, I told him to give me his sword, but he said no, that we could still save him. We got in a terrible argument over it.
Oh.
In the end, it was Libor who put Voyta out of his misery. Then we
His
buried
shadow
him.
looks like he's got a
Not in
dick on his
hallowed
head.
ground, but still better than behind the cemetery wall.
You were bloody lucky. Burkhard could have killed you, too.
You know, in the end, I reckon Voyta never betrayed us. But that didn't stop me from looking over my shoulder. All right. But now tell me,
Oh, and see it
wasn't
now.
it all my fault?
Yeah, man. It wasn't your fault. It's up to God to decide. It was your fault.
We are each the author of our own destiny. Voyta joined up with Burkhard, and it cost him his life. What's
love
important
my
is where your
flappy
decisions
helmet.
lead you.
I hope you're right, Henry. I hope you're right.
Cool, man.
I suppose I should admit, I took a look in the grave.
What?
I dug it up and noticed the skull was missing.
Oh,
So I thought that maybe...
You dug up the grave I sent you to pray at.
yes. Yes, I did.
Well, clearly I wasn't the first.
And that makes it all right.
Yeah.
Why did you even do that?
I wanted to know what really happened back then, because you didn't share much. And when I saw the skull was missing...
Are you implying that my skull, my muse, is
Yeah.
Voyta's
Yeah.
skull?
Yeah.
I'm not implying anything. I'm telling you straight.
Well, you see, I'm afraid you're right.
There we are.
It's been a long while since I dug it up, and I've had it with me ever since.
Steady cattle calls the pop black.
If only
man.
I knew. I just had a feeling I had to. That Voyta was calling me towards him. I'm sorry for snapping at you. It's just, I've never spoken to anyone about this, and it's not easy.
I'll let you work.
All right. And Henry, thank you.
Lovely. Okay. So,
Can I still help you with something? Or do you already have everything you need for your opus magnum?
No, a helping hand is always welcome. I need to wrap up all the commissions I've started, and I can't manage it on my own. Lately, I've been painting maybe too much. The last ones were a signboard for the armorer and decorations for the fortress in Shitoki. But I haven't been paid for either yet.
thank you for the
So
heart.
you want me to go and collect the coin? With a beggar's sack in one hand and a hammer to break some bones in the other?
It won't be that wild. I'll take care of the armorer myself. But if you could go to Shitoki instead of me, I'd be very grateful.
Shitoki.
It's a bit more complicated there.
How so?
The bailiff there promised me a precious stone as payment for the decorations. Lapis lazuli, from which the most beautiful blue under the sun can be made. But then he changed his mind and wanted to pay me in groschen, which I naturally refused. I want that stone.
Okay. Let's do it. I can't help you.
And how do you imagine I'll get the gem?
Do
off
I
the
need
bailiff
all of this
if he wouldn't give it
dialogue?
to you?
I was
But
ready
you,
to go.
Henry, are a man of many talents, aren't you?
Yeah.
You'll think
That's
of
what your mum
something.
said.
To start with, it wouldn't hurt to just have a word with him.
All right. I'll try to get that gem from the bailiff.
Excellent.
I don't care how. I'm
Meanwhile,
just going to go get
I'll
it.
collect payment from the armorer. Thank you, Henry.
That's
and
fine.
if the bailiff
No
happens
more
to kick
talking.
you out, you could always explain the importance of my work in a different way.
No.
There's a coat of
I'll
arms
explain
on
it
my
with a
fresco,
sword.
and beneath it is a painted ribbon. You could add a fine ancestral motto for the lords of Shitoki.
What?
Okay.
Something like saying they don't pay their debts.
Uh-huh.
Let's
Now
go.
that'd cause them a proper
I
scandal.
need to clean my clothes, really.
All right. If I can't come to terms with the bailiff,
Look at my little
I'll
fluffy
try that
ears.
instead.
Ah, there it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go. Go. Speed.
There's something else I need. You can go now.
A good day to you.
Good day
What
there,
brings
sir.
you here?
No, some shit.
Some
really.
time ago, Master Voyta
Looks
painted
better
one
now
of the
it's clean.
halls here at the fortress.
That's true enough. So what?
Oh, the fortress is painted, but the promised reward is nowhere to be seen. I've come for it.
Oh, I see. And leave me be. I've got bigger worries.
Oh.
I offered him a heap of groschen, but he wouldn't have it. So he can stuff it.
Voyta said that for his work, you promised him something else. He says
Then
you've
try
got
to
some
rise it
expensive
down,
stone.
See what the view looks like.
Lapis? Lazuli? They use it to make blue pigment.
Well, I do have it. But I offered him a better reward. I need that gemstone more than he does.
No, he doesn't.
Why do you need that gemstone so badly?
It brings me luck, and I need that now. After Lady Anna of
I
Volstein
need to do a
died,
chore for him.
her
you know.
acquaintance arrived here to oversee the fortress construction. Her name's Adela of Minishek, and I need to impress her.
Hello, what?
The construction, it's not going as well as expected. The Master Fabian says otherwise. Plus, I think I might have a chance with Lady Adela.
You ain't got a
If you
chance.
understand me,
You ain't got a
as one
chance.
man to another.
I'm going to tell her you smell.
So how about making an impression on Lady Adela in another way? After all, a noble woman like her must have plenty of precious stones of her own.
That's probably true. Adela is always with that guard of hers, Jedlichka. Or by day, she sits outside under the willow watching the construction.
See? Then forget about some luck hidden in a magic stone and make some grand gesture.
Well, I could have something written on the wall.
And
You're
she'll
from
still
that
look
painter,
good,
aren't
innit?
you? Do you know how to write?
I do.
Yeah, man.
I know how you are with payment. I think I should write what a pinch purse you are instead.
Oh, wait, I've got an idea. I'll dazzle Adela with my chivalry.
All right.
Excuse me, are you a knight or what?
Well, not exactly, but I'm a burgher. I've got a sword and armor, and I'm not a bad swordsman. That
How
would
you
surely
doing,
enchant
Henry?
Adela. We'll
You
do
doing
it
all right?
like this.
We're
When
getting
Lady
through it.
Adela is sitting
Why do you
under
not
the
lose your
willow
reputation?
again, watching the construction, you'll join her and seriously insult her. Then I'll just happen to walk by, see it, challenge you to a duel, and beat you in front of her.
Oh, fuck.
Good
you up,
impression
mate.
guaranteed.
So we're going to have a duel in front of her? And it never crossed your mind that maybe I'm a better swordsman than you?
Well, then you'd better make sure you aren't. If you want that gemstone.
How do you imagine I'll insult her?
Well, how should I know? She's a noble woman. They're easily offended.
I'm going
For
to.
all
I'm
I
going to
care,
see
just
whether I
tell
can
her she's
just
got a
rob it off
backside
him.
like a brewery dray horse.
Great. All right, let's do it your way.
Really? I mean, great. I'll get my armor and sword ready. You wait until Adela sits under the
All right,
willow,
well, I'm gonna rob
outside
you.
in front of the fortress near the bridge. That's where
He's
you'll
doing it
insult her.
just so I can
She's
slag her
usually
off.
there most of the day, but definitely at noon.
I understand. So, be ready.
Till we meet again.
Right, listen, chap. Ah, look, you actually have to go to the bag. Oh, people, that's not. Here we are, look. Thank you. Mission complete. That sucks. That was like too easy. Chat, I'm not happy about that. No. I want to know the mission. I thought I could just steal it off him. It best be like, how long ago was it? It was 46 and now it's... Nah, fuck it. Fuck it! We're just going to complete the mission. That was such a skip. I'm disappointed in myself. Never mind. I stole it, mate.
I managed to get that gemstone from the bailiff. Here you are.
Oh, glad to hear it. How did you pull that off?
An artist
Stole
should
it.
keep his secrets, right?
He should. At least while he still can.
Is something the matter? You seem a bit off.
What? Me? Oh, no. And thank you, Henry. I did manage to sort something out with the armorer, though only halfway. He had no groschen, so he paid me with a cuirass. I've already sketched it, in case I ever paint a knight, but otherwise it's no use to me. You know,
Ooh.
take it for all your effort.
Wow.
What's he giving me
Thank
now?
you.
But now, back to work. Quickly before... Oh dear.
Before what?
How's that grand piece of yours coming along?
How? I'm not sure. Sometimes it feels like... No. That's Henry.
Yeah, of course I'm Henry.
Oh.
Are you sure you're all right?
Be quiet.
Another one going mad.
Come on. What's wrong?
Yeah,
Cal, cancel it, Henry.
I'm painting, aren't I?
What the... Voyta, hey! Do you even
Slap
see
him.
me?
What? Oh, sorry. Do you think we could have a talk? It's
He
important.
kind of talked
Actually-
to me again.
It's something I've never told anyone about.
Go on then.
Not now.
What's the matter?
The thing is... Damn!
Spill it out, man.
How do I start? You already know I'm still
With a
troubled to
capital
this
letter.
day by what happened to Voyta. But there's one thing I haven't told you yet. Remember how I told you at Velez's shrine that the place spoke to me? And that in my head, I keep hearing Burkhard must die? Well, I meant that more seriously than you might think. I know how I must sound saying all this.
Oh, my legs
But-
is just frozen.
Sometimes I really feel as though someone's talking to me
I've had them up all
Whispering.
stream.
and telling me what to paint. And other times, it's screaming so loud, it bursts my ears. I'm not
go.
sure how to explain it better, any more than I could tell a blind person what the color green looks like. But lately, ever since I heard Burkhard was in the Trotsky region, well,
They're both mad.
I'm just scared. Scared stiff of that endless shrieking, tearing my mind apart. I was hoping that now Burkhard's dead, it would all just go away. But no, that damn screaming is only getting louder and louder.
Couldn't it all be something like a sign from God? Plenty of people have heard voices, haven't they? The Lord spoke to Moses through a burning bush. And what about Abraham? God spoke to him too.
You're right there, friend. But my voice sounds different. We all know stories of people the Lord spoke to. But I'm afraid it's someone else who's speaking to me. Someone from down below.
Could I help
could
you
I-
somehow?
Help you with that in some way?
Maybe you could. At least for a while.
Of course.
I once told a herbalist I was having
I need to
nightmares,
get high or
and
something.
he brewed me a vile concoction.
Oh, here we go.
When I drink it regularly, and say an Our Father at the same time, it helps me quite a bit. Only
you
now
had
I've
to
run
do some
out,
brewing.
and I've neither the time nor
Oh,
the
that's what
energy
it
to
was.
brew more. I thought I had enough left to finish the painting, and then it wouldn't be needed. But I miscalculated.
Wouldn't you rather I brew you something I already know how to make? Maybe a decoction of lemon balm and oregano. Used in the right proportions, it can calm a person nicely. And if I add nettles, you'll also sleep better.
I bow to your knowledge, but I'm afraid ordinary herbs aren't enough for my troubles.
Herbs.
So I can run off and get your medicine from the herbalist, right?
He could be anywhere by now. He wasn't the most honest man. That's why I didn't just buy the concoction from him back then, but
I
the
killed him.
recipe as well.
Couldn't you take it to some apothecary and have a new batch brewed?
Not in these parts. I spent
Oh.
years building a good reputation here. I don't want folk knowing about this. Understand, my problem isn't a sore leg. I can't keep going to any random sawbones.
All right. I'll brew that remedy of yours. Or at least have a go.
I best
Don't
have
worry.
The,
The
equipment.
hardest
I
part
best
is
have
finding all the
bits.
ingredients.
No.
Getting mandrake roots and a river pearl was always a struggle for me. And I don't have the strength for it now.
I better
But
have them.
luckily, you only need one of each. Then you add 2 handfuls of ordinary sage, boil it in some vinegary wine, and it's done.
Okay, man.
Mandrake, a river pearl, and sage. That's pretty wild. What is that concoction actually supposed to do?
I was amazed back then
Thanks for
too,
the
but that
hearts.
herbalist told me mandrake against evil forces.
Come on.
Pearl for a clear head. Sage for enduring health.
Beautiful.
I still don't understand a thing about it, but it worked. So I stopped bothering about it.
Mandrake? What's that?
It's a
What
very
is that
strange
helmet?
root.
It's like a flappy
It looks
dick on
quite
his
like
head.
a tiny, chubby man. But
It's
it's no
part of the
laughing
DLC.
matter. It mostly grows in graveyards. Try asking the local gravedigger
I'm
about
torn
it.
on it.
His name's František.
Same with
What about the River Pearl?
the costume that I've got.
Don't
as
tell me
part
you
of
expect me to
DLC.
pinch some wealthy townswoman's necklace.
I wouldn't advise that. Often they're fake.
Good on, good on.
Better go straight to the source. Pearl mussels. They're a kind of clam. There used to be plenty of them in a spot in the stream above Denmark.
Come on.
If you set out from Kutenberg going south along the
Oh,
stream,
Planet Rose.
you'll come
That's
across
the
it.
first time that's
You'll
done that in
recognize it because
ages,
there are
isn't it, John?
trees growing in the middle of the stream. But be careful.
Oh,
Pearls are valuable. And that place isn't
I will
exactly
need
a
to.
secret. There's a good chance you won't be
Maybe
the only
unplug
one
it and plug
hunting
it in.
there.
All right, I'll manage somehow. Try to get some rest while I fetch that mandrake brew for you.
Henry, I don't even deserve you. Thank you.
I've come to
is that
ask
all
a favour.
okay now?
I'm after some mandrake root.
Let's get
Now,
resent.
this is quite a coincidence. You came along at just the right time for me. But not to smack me round the head this time. I need to teach a few people a proper lesson. If you help me, we can talk about that
Go on,
mandrake
then.
of yours. What do you say?
Let's kick their ass,
All
man.
right, out with it. What do you need help with?
There's a gang of thieving scoundrels skulking around here. They
Gallywag.
keep breaking into the mortuary, and I'm afraid they'll soon start disturbing the departed underground as well. And they're not even after valuables like normal thieves. These filthy swine cut off ears,
Welcome to the
yank
stream.
out
Thanks for
teeth,
the hearts.
shear off hair, and once they even...
We're back in action
No, I
now.
won't say that out
We're
loud.
back in action. Let's say it out loud, man.
And how am I supposed to help?
How? We'll punch their faces in together, so next time they'll think twice about disturbing my dearly departed. I'm not about
Yeah,
to bother the town guard with
Let's
this, am
fuck
I?
them up,
I
man.
see.
Let's fuck them up.
And do you know where these thieves are?
No, but that doesn't
Help
matter.
John with the
They
hearts,
come night
people.
after night, so if we lie in wait, they'll definitely show up.
All right then, we'll deal with your thieves. But I want the mandrake afterward. Got it?
If we pull it off,
Literally,
you'll
I
get
just
all
tried
the
to do the
mandrake
most
you can
direct
carry.
answer.
Now come on,
8.5,
let's warm up a
let's
bit
go.
and wait for those wretches.
What had happened? The video broadcast had just crashed for some reason. It just closed itself. And then that just fucked up all the stream. But it's okay now.
Let's go, lads. He can't be here now. Are you sure? We've been here several times already. Of course. What would that old codger be doing here so late?
Cheeky bugger. Get ready, Henry. Just you wait! This old codger will give you a hiding now!
And the devil himself. Alright. Alright. Come on. Come on.
Victory or death!
Oh.
Come on, then. No, I
There we go.
Fuck you! Christ! Christ!
There we go.
At least it's...
Get gone, mate. Yes, action.
Gave them a good thrashing. That was something.
Put 'em up,
I'd
John.
say so. They won't be showing their faces again here anytime soon. Here, take this key to the chest where I keep the mandrake root. You've earned it. You'll find it in my cottage larder. It's right behind the mortuary, but the
Larder.
entrance is on the next street over. God be
Really
with
need
you,
to
good
eat
sir.
something.
How we doing, Tyler? Welcome, welcome.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hello, beautiful. Beautiful. We've got our mandrake now. Oh, Henry's a bit hungry. Next street over. But there's two icons, so I need to be making sure I'm going the right way. Which I'm not. Of course I'm not.
I feel quite hungry.
Well, I feel quite hungry. That's life, that is. Let's go. Higher! Higher! Might have to wait till night time because I might be trespassing here. There. Hello, love. You worry about me. Okay. There we go. Boom, that's his mandrake. And then we need to go all the way down here. And what do we need from here? Obtain the river pearl. I bet that's going to be in that bandit camp, innit? Blatantly. So we'll go there. Yeah, John, some action's going to happen in a sec. I just need to brew the potion. Okay, so I did steal whatever I needed from them. Go to the alchemy bench. That's what I need. Oh no, it's back. Oh. Right, let's go. Start alchemy. Oh, come on. Back to the book. Back to the book, Henry. I've not done alchemy for a long time. Hair of the dog. No, I've not heard of it. I live underneath a rock, I think. I need to get through this game first. This is what I really need to do. Fever tonic. Lion's perfume. Gunpowder. Scatter powder. Soap. Mandrake. That's what I need, isn't it? So this is what we're going to do. We need wine, mandrake, a river pearl, and 2 handfuls of sage, okay? Water, wine. We'll pop that in. We need... add the mandrake.
A bit longer without food and I'll really start to be hungry.
We need to boil this with 1 turn. So now we need to lower this. It's been so long since I've done it. There we are. Oh shit. There we are. Let's get it pumping up. A bit longer after our fill. And then let's pull the cauldron up so we don't overboil it. Okay, let's grind it. Bosh it in there. In a mortar. Get a little pearly thing. Bosh, 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 bosh. Beautiful. We'll add that to our cauldron. Beautiful. Let's do the turn and then we'll quickly bring it to a boil. Oh! Oh! There we are. Alright, pull the cauldron up. Lovely. So we get the sage. 2 handfuls. Boom. Grind that bitch up. Here we are. Boom, 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 boom. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Bash that in there. Good old boy. Beautiful. We're getting there now. Bosh. Get that boil up.
I could go for something to eat now.
Eat your up, Henry. Right. Make sure it don't boil for too long. Get that bitch up. Oh, here we go. We need a vial. I'm hoping. I'm hoping this is good. Hey!
It wasn't boiled long enough, was it?
I boiled it for loads, man. I boiled it for loads. I ain't having that. I boiled that for loads. I thought I overboiled it. Alright, cool. It's probably on the weak side, but it will get us past the mission. Henry needs food. He keeps bitching about it, doesn't he? We're there, man. I can put my torch away there. Oh, come on, big boy.
Brought you that mandrake decoction of yours? What'd you say?
Well now, Henry. Last time I saw it this beautifully clear was from that herbalist. Mine always turned cloudy.
Hopefully it'll cure you.
It won't happen, I'm afraid. This brew is like the liquor you'd share with a friend you've fallen out with. It smooths things over for a while, then the hangover comes. Unfortunately, I have nothing better.
I got something for a hangover.
How exactly does that voice of yours sound? What does it actually say?
It mostly wants me to paint, as much as possible. Sometimes it even gives me tips. But other times, sometimes it blames me for what happened to Voyta. What I did, what I didn't do. Everything that's gone wrong from that moment until now. And actually, I feel it sounds like Voyta. As if the devil stole his voice just to torment me. But let's not speak of it anymore, please. I'd like to drink that decoction of yours and get back to work.
Go on then.
Have you ever tried dealing with that voice in some other way?
Of course I have. I went to a priest, a sorcerer, a soothsayer, and a beggar who fancied himself as some sort of wizard. But I never dared tell any of them as much as I've told you. I also ate every herb I could find, drank every concoction, inhaled powders, and had leeches applied to my legs. The last thing left on my list is to have a hole drilled in my head.
Nice.
Maybe then that voice would fly out.
Right. As they say, autumn's up.
I hope I don't grow a third leg from this. Cheers.
Cheers. Beautiful.
So, did that decoction work for you?
We'll have to wait and see. It takes time to take effect. In the meantime, I suppose I ought to get back to work, right? I really don't feel like it. But I've only got St. Vitus's face left, plus a few little details. And someone needs to put it all together. My paintings are only one part of it.
And what other parts, besides your painting, does this altar have?
Aside from the shrine itself, mostly wooden figurines. Which reminds me, Plunk the carpenter, who's making all of those, should have finished long ago. I'll have to check in on him once I'm feeling a bit better.
Right, cool. Right, what we're going to do, leave him to it. We're going to end stream there. We'll be back tomorrow. And I'll see you in the next one. Pitball. Laters. YouTube is gone.